When McLaren CEO Zak Brown first joined the F1 team back in 2016, he admitted some surprise about what he found, and not in a good way. From the excitement about joining his favourite squad to the reality check of the chaos he walked in, it's not easy to deal with. And yeah, he reflects on that low point and how McLaren managed to get to the top. At the time, the struggles with McLaren facing Honda were clear to see, but the mistake many made was thinking that it was only the engine. I think we now know that wasn't even probably the biggest part of the issue, said Brown. You have a revolving door in leadership, chaos at boardroom level, which has been well documented. You have no adult supervision on the racing team and people. You've got leaders, but people need good leadership. On track sponsorship was at a record low, and everything on the factory floor was a conspiracy theory. There's a lot of negativity. We were way behind development. I think there was almost an arrogance of we're so good that we took our eyes off the wind tunnel and CFD. So that's what I walked into. Having spent the first part of his career as a sponsorship guru, Brown knew how to run a big business, but it switched to McLaren for the first time. He'd stepped into a management role with a racing team of such a scale, and being what he would even admit was a little bit wet behind the ears on that front meant he had no way to bat anyway. He lacked self-confidence when it came to proving to the staff he was in this for the long haul. I've been around racing, but actually standing up and talking to a racing team, how is this guy going to be around, is kind of what he felt. Everyone else had been around for a year or two, and you could kind of feel that, so you had to portray confidence. Brown said the priority was day one was sorting out senior figures, because that was not right, and everything else was doomed. And that's what he needed to sort out. While changes were taking place behind the scenes to give the working factory the management structure it needed, revolution was coming on the track as well. At the end of 2017, Brown moved to end the Honda partnership and switched the squad to the customer Renault engines for the 2018 season, in a change that actually proved to be an awakening moment for the team, as it led them to believe their chassis, which they thought was great, was maybe not quite as good as they thought. What followed was then the challenging COVID 2020 and 21 campaigns, where off the track Brown battled to shore up finances that had left it risking collapse without the support of shareholders. On the track, there's unprecedented situation caused by the unique 2020-21 campaigns of frozen car development, where Brown and Phil, the new team of Andreas Seidel and James Key, had the good fortune to inherit competitive patches and truly get the credit for the previous regime. A difficult start to the year, allied by problems Daniel Ricciardo faced, triggered concern with Brown, but the eureka moment for him came when they were not need to be during the French Grand Prix when a much hyped upgrade package didn't deliver. Over the summer break, Brown had to deal with the Ricciardo issue and they reached a deal to end the agreement. Brown also decided after Seidel had come to him, so he signed a contract to join Audi to agree an early exit so he could make the internal change he wanted, putting current team boss Andreas Stella in charge. Brown recalls a second more successful attempt to convince Stella to join once it became clear Seidel was leaving, and he tasked Stella with a root and branches review of the racing team to help shape it in a way that he felt could be best. And while the Italian had not been willing to shake the tree in his previous capacity as an engineer, now he was in a different role, and yeah, he could definitely do that. At the beginning of 2023 offered a discontent between the results and the team was delivering an on track and the rapid rate of progress with upgrades that were taking place at the factory, and the confirmation of the upward trajectory came at the 23 Austrian Grand Prix when a planned big upgrade did the job. From that moment on, McLaren had built on its form, developments had worked, and the progress had been steady, so that when we arrived at Miami this year, it catapulted the squad to the front. Brown thinks McLaren is now back to the kind of team that they were back in the great days, and the focus now has to be on maintaining it. Now they've won the Constructors' Championship, but yeah, to get to this point already, it's been a remarkable effort by Zak Brown, to turn around a once failing F1 team. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme, and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.